Hello everybody, I hope you are well. In this little video, I will do something really simple and we will use only UI. That means we will not use our CLI, we will not use something more complicated because GitHub now allows us to do everything through their website. So there's just no point to use a complicated comment you have to learn or something different. I just remove that. So how to do that? It's very simple. So first, what are we going to learn in this video? Two things. How to rename the branch. Master, I want to rename it to main, for instance. Main, or it could be truck, but main is a good one. So main vs branch git, that's usually the main two names for a branch, you see. Trunk and main. Trunk, because it's like the trunk, the root of the repository, or main, because it's like the main branch. Trunk is a little bit less common, but even here you can see in the world of software development, trunk means the main development branch. But again, main is more widely used. So we will use main. And the second thing we will do is to unarchive a repo. Indeed, when you archive a repo, you are not able to push any commits. In my case, this is a really old website I have built when I was a teenager, let's say. And now I just want to push one more commit. However, I have archived that repo, this repository, in 2019. So basically 5-6 years ago. So I cannot push anymore in that repo because GitHub is stopping any push, like if you try to push commits, when a repository is archived. But it's very easy to unarchive and then archive again a repository. Basically, when a repo is archived, it means it's read-only. You cannot create any new issues, you cannot raise any new pull requests, and you cannot push new code to the repository. So let's do that. First, the branch. To rename a branch, I have another video I have made probably, I have done that video 1 or 2 years ago, if you wish to have a look, where I use the CLI to rename the branch properly. Because master, it used to be really common back in the days to call you name the main branch master because it was master. But for some obvious reasons, now master doesn't sound appropriate anymore. So we prefer to use trunk or main. So in this case, we are going to rename that CLI. Usually I always do it through the CLI, but in this case we'll use the GitHub CLI, GitHub GUI. So the GUI, it stands for Graphic User Interface, GUI, Graphic User Interface, Graphical User Interface. So yeah, you see, it's very easy. You just go to all branches. So when you are on your repository, you go here, view all branches, and there you have the 3 dots here. You click on the 3 dots, rename branch, and there you can do main or trunk if you wish. In our case, main. So I will just close that one. So again, I suggest you to have a look if you wonder, like if you want to know more about it, like main and not master git branch. It started like back in 2018, I think, that movement, and now all of my repositories use the main branch strategy, except this one because it's quite an old repo. Could not rename branch at this time. Oh, you see, you have to unarchive first the repository. Again, it's read-only, so even renaming the branch you cannot, and I didn't know that myself, so good to know. So you just go here, general settings, and then unarchive the repository. here I have to type the name of my repo. So it's the organization name, or for you, maybe it's the user account name. So in my case, for instance, if I had that repository on my main account, it would have been ph-7. But because I have a lot of organization, in my case, it's in this organization, :web. And so the name is the name of the organization. But it tells you what to type anyway. Plus the repository name, which is :web-assets for me. I understand the consequences. Beautiful. And now I can even rename my branch here, by the way. If you wonder, I can also do it here, or where we were, if I go to view all branches. So you can go there, view all branches, or you just go to settings, general, default branch. But here it's only to rename the default branch and not another one. Sometimes you want to rename a branch which is not the default one, and then you have to go to all branches here. And you do main. And again, I could have done that here too for the default branch. But for me now, I rename to main, and now I can see main. Beautiful. That has been done. Beautiful. Now I don't have to forget to update my remote, because it will not go to origin master, but main. And that means I have to rename my branch locally on my computer. That's why usually I use the CLI, because here it does rename your remote branch. But if you are still using master locally and you push in your code, a new master branch will be created on your repository on GitHub. So you don't have to forget to rename your branch locally as well, and then you can push with the correct branch. So you have to rename master to main now on your local, and then you can push. Beautiful. So that has been done, and I can even show it to you. Once you are in like a repository, for instance here my branch is main, but if I wanted a different branch, I can just do git branch, and then I do mv main new branch. Oh, sorry, it's not mv. What was it? M flag. And now if I do branch, I have the new branch. And now I want again to have my new branch to be named main. I will do git branch m for move, move, I believe. If we look here for the documentation, if I do git branch help, let's have a look. Oh, git help branch. Yeah. So here we can see where is the option. M will be renamed to new branch. So M is for move, I believe. Yeah. M. Sometimes I like to know what it stands for, but sometimes it doesn't make much more sense. So here, git branch m, new branch, and then main. Exactly like this. I will just zoom so you can see better. Git branch m, new branch main. And then I do git branch to list all of my branches. I have only main. Oh, my bad, I did one here. So we'll just remove that. It's only locally, so that's fine. So we'll do just git branch D for delete, help. And now I have only the main branch. Perfect. So we can go back here. Ok, got it. Okay, got it. And here I will now push. 1 second, it's on my other computer. I need to rename the branch first, and I will push that. So let's do that. All right. Here I will gently do this. Git branch m. If you're already in the branch, you can just do git branch flag m and then main. You don't need to use the previous name. I don't know if you can see here. But in my case, you see, I just do git branch dash m and then main. I don't have to mention the name of the current branch because I'm already in that current branch. And then here, nearly there, you see, it's very easy, basic finally, and after I can archive again my repo because that was only the only change I wanted to do. That's it, pretty much. All right. What sometimes you can also see that you could check out into a new branch and then delete the previous branch. That's also a good way you could do, but there are so many ways actually to be able to have the same results. And then I push it now. Exciting. All right, so now it's done. So if I just refresh this, I have my new commit. I did commit that one 25 minutes ago. So that's why you can see here 25 minutes ago. And then I thought, what if I just do a video to explain this? It's just better to share. And I like to speak to you. So that's why I thought it was a good idea to show this. Now I could push that new commit, as you can see. That's my new one. And now what I should do is again go into settings. And actually 1 second, I will just rename. I will probably do another commit because the name of the folder, I want to rename it to another one. It's actually v7. v7, perfect. And here I laugh because I love the number 7 as well, and it's v7. So what a coincidence. So rename folder to correct website version. Awesome. Beautiful. And now if I just refresh this, I think someone is calling me. But basically, this is done. I will just have to pick up my phone. Oh, it's already gone, actually. Oh, yeah. I will wait for the person to call me again. That's fine. I could hear the vibration. So you can see now I have the second commit here. And then I go to settings. And now what I need to do is to archive again that one. Awesome. And then I understand the consequences. And now we are back to the same result. So that has been done. So yeah, that has been a really nice little video. And GitLab Usually, when I do my push, I have different repositories. I can see an example here. For instance, if I do git remote v, here I have only one here. But if I want also to have Bitbucket and GitLab, this is what I was doing right now to update my different, my other repositories on my GitLab and my Bitbucket accounts. You can just do git remote, add, and then Bitbucket, for instance, and then you have the new remote. So for instance, that would be something like, here it would be another name like cool on web as well, and then assets, or whatever the name I have on Bitbucket, and here it will be something like that, Bitbucket. And then I add a new remote for Bitbucket, and then the same, I do git remote add GitLab, and then similar. So GitLab for GitLab, what is it? GitLab.com. So git at GitLab.com colon, and then it will be simply here, it's this one. So we'll just do something like succeed AI, and then it will be this one. I don't have a specific account there, so I will use the one I have. So it's similar to my GitHub, ph7// just like that. Yeah. And if I try now if I do git remote v, I have the GitLab and the origin. Origin is GitHub and GitLab is GitLab. So if I do git push GitLab now, it will push to GitLab. Just do yes. And I think it's because it's missing the SSH key there. Yeah. But basically that's how it works. I just need to add the SSH key of this computer. But you can see it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So that's it for this video, and I wish you a happy, wonderful day and happy coding.